as well. You can tell he's starting to really figure it out, and the game is slowing down for him.
Here's Millsap following the basket by Brook Lopez. Millsap a screen. Horford sets a screen for T. Inside Leaner. Horford no luck.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Lopez a screen. Johnson a wide open look. His three-pointers off the mark.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here is Sefolosha. And here's Korver from the arc. Another three for Atlanta.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Lopez a screen. Ellington dishes to Young. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. After the Nets' big moves the past couple years, they were looked at as an older team, but you break it down, and you know, Greg, they're not as old as you think.
Actually had the 5th youngest team of anyone in the postseason. And so, though they seem older just because so many of their players had playoff experience or came into the league at a young age.
He hits the second from the line.
And, you know, for the Nets, the roster's average age was about 2 years younger at the end of the 2015 season than where they were at the end of 2014. They made a point to get younger.
Now here's Korver. His last outing, he had 8 points. Millsap a screen. Back to Korver. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And even though the Nets were younger last season, they were tough in tight games, playing really like a bunch of veterans, and went 10-2 on the year in games decided by 3 or fewer points.
Now here is Sefolosha after the miss from Joe Johnson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws.
And Jeff Teague, a real speed merchant. I mean, very tough to stay in front of. He can put you on skates, blow by, and get right to the rim.
Here's Sloan. Lopez outside. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Lopez has got 5 points so far. The Hawks leading by 3. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now here is Sefolosha. He's guarded by Johnson. And Teague has it in the corner. Shot clock at 3. Goes up on the wing. And Lopez pulls it down.
And guys, Jeff Teague, an attack guard. He's just an average three-point shooter, but he gets to the free throw line in bunches, shoots at a high percentage, and has really revolved, I think, into one of the elite point guards in the league. And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Outside Millsap. There's the pick. Feeds to Korver to the left wing. And Teague, here we go. That's a 2 from Sefolosha. Here's Horford. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Last season we saw Al Horford rounding back into form. Good to see that after what had been his second season-ending pectoral muscle tear back in late 2013.
Exactly. I mean, the Hawks have had to bide their time while their best player was out. You saw once he returned, though, he makes a big difference for them.
Now here's Ellington. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Lopez, no luck.
they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Teague, the pass to Millsap. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
And it's Lopez penetrating and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Last season, Atlanta showed just how much fun a team can have playing team basketball, complete team effort. We use that word a lot. You don't see it much in the NBA, but boy, they epitomize it.
Yeah, they sure did. Refreshing to see a team do that well collectively without a real superstar. Just a solid group that understood their roles and played them perfect.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Splitter's checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Cephalosha. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague.
That is a pretty finish. Defense did all they could there. He just outwilled.
And folks, it's not like the Hawks didn't have talent. I mean, they did have 4 All-Stars last year. None of them voted in, however.
Nets trail by 4. Let's send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Doris?
He said that slowing down Joe Johnson will definitely be a big key for them. He added, Johnson is so big and is able to shoot over the top of you. We just need to make sure that we're always right in his jersey, never losing track of him, and trying to force him into tough, contested shots. Guys will see if they can slow him down.
Thanks, Doris.
You know, what shows you just how team-oriented the Hawks were last season was this stat. They never had anybody score more than 30 points for them in the game all season. Millsap had 30 points once early in the year, and that was a high mark for the team.
And Lopez gets it to go. The Hawks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Jacks up a 3. Scott can't get it to go. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Larkin kicks to Young. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we need by playing for your teammates.
Atlanta's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Scott kicks to Millsap. Here's Bazemore. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, you have to love the energy and the effort given every night by Kent Bazemore, hustling for loose balls. Greg, a lot like he actually runs the floor like a tornado, can handle the ball, the consummate role player.
He really is. And you know, you can have to have guys who can be effective without the basketball, Kevin. There's only one out there.
Right.
And you're going to have 5 guys, so you need other areas of the game to be effective. And he focuses on the defense, the rebound, and all those little things that add up to victory.
Here's Larkin. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. There's the dish to Bargnani. Bazemore grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Mack. No good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And, you know, going back to Kent Bazemore, he was not a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. He was solid and unspectacular in college. Entered the NBA as an undrafted free agent. Exceeded everybody's expectations.
And getting back to Kent Bazemore, I mean, he will always have a role in this league because of his defense and his positive attitude. He's the kind of guy who gets counted out early and goes on to have a legitimate 10-year NBA career. And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
Good on the second free throw. And Robinson trades way out as well.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
Here's Mack. Shot clock at 2. Goes up on the high post. Connects. The jumper drops. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's Larkin. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Kicks it to Brown. Pass to Bargnani. And the shot is long. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Bazemore. It's rebounded by Bargnani.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Pulls from the top of the key. And the call will go against Thomas Robinson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Here's Mack. He's covered by Brown. Pulls it up. Scott, good. Scott's got his first points of the night. Timeout called the Nets. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Here's Larkin. Dishes it to Bargnani. He feeds it to Robinson. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Chance here now to see how the Nets ranked in the NBA last season. 10th in lowest turnovers per game. 16th in shooting percentage. And for lowest opponent scoring per game, they've got some work to do there.
And in terms of turnovers, I think the good ball handling and smart passes were really a key. Not a gaudy ranking, but no question, being in that top 10 helped them offensively.
1:07 left here in the opening quarter. Schroeder with the ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Mack. He's covered by Brown. Stolen by Bargnani. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Atlanta with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Schroeder passes to Scott. And that is good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And Mike Scott, a former second-round draft pick who has carved out a role here in the NBA the last 2 seasons, Clark. He was a major contributor off the bench.
Yeah, he's a bit of a tweener, you know, not big enough to maintain position down low on a consistent basis and not quick enough to really be a 3-man or small forward, but what he can do is get to the basket, rebound okay, and knock down the deep shot.
The second chance effort. Atlanta with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
For Brooklyn, they had gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the free throw, no good. Schroeder can't get it to go. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Hawks lead by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it. Come on with it.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
it's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.